welcome. We have been back in Colorado now a total of 4 months. So it's been 4 months since my last video. I have been busy. Since coming back to Colorado, our focus, my focus has been on family, on properties that we own, and the lock business that we've been working since I left federal service. If you go to LinkedIn, you can see my resume. I spent time with working for the civil service as well as the military. Most of everything I've done in the past 30 years has been associated with the lock and key business. Or certified professional locksmith, and I have had classes and classes. Back to videos and where this is going. Focus more on my business, the business of locksmithing, and the videos in the future will be related to business as it applies to my lock business. Let me just deviate from that course for a minute and say that the lock business is a very technical business, and so it's not just cutting keys. A lot of people think it's just cutting keys. It's not just cutting keys. There is a lot to it, and so I've said this for many years. So in my business, 50% of a successful business for us in this security lock and key business is skill. It's technical knowledge. The other 50% is business. You are not going to succeed in the lock business if you don't have some business knowledge. Business is business. How you conduct your business is locksmith translates to how you conduct yourself, your business as a plumber, as an electrician, as a hairdresser. It's all business. It's knowing how to sell. It's knowing your customers. It's knowing how to get customers. And what the visit to Yuma, while we were there primarily to expand and to find a place for us to go in the winter when it gets cold here, we could go down to Yuma. But the business of the lock business is business, and that was one of the reasons we went to Yuma. Now, a benefit of the time we spent in Yuma was the time we spent researching social networks, and what we came away with was the idea that what we were doing was on the path that we should be on, and that and I've always felt this way about, if you're in small business, it is all about customers. It's all about treating your customers fairly, and making sure you meet their needs. And it's that the whole social networking does reaffirm how I feel about business. Today, in today's environment, social networking and referrals are the way to get business in the future. It's what you must do to succeed in this business environment. As my videos progress, then it will be about how we conduct business within our business, what we've done for the day, and I hope that this is an informational weekly or bi-monthly blog, a journal of what we have had to do to keep up with, or what we've had to do to bring in our customer base, or to add to our customer base, to bring in more customers and to service those clients that we already have. I have posted some videos while we were in Yuma that are very useful and do give some quality information to someone starting out in business. And I would ask that you revisit the interviews with me and the business information librarian at the Yuma Library, and end of one meeting that I thought was very informative, put on by the Chamber of Commerce in Yuma, that brought the mayor of Yuma and others there to speak and to pitch their business. Those videos support a lot of ideas that I believe in and have put out there so far. And as we progress, again, I hope you find these videos useful. You can use them to help increase your profits in your own business or in the lock business. I think a lot of what I will be sharing and speaking to and speaking about are points of interest for all those starting in business and for locksmiths. I will talk about the what we've done for the day, what we've done for advertising for the day, what we've done for social network postings for the day, who has contacted us, what we've talked about during the day, money that's being spent on social networking. I won't talk about what we pay for goods that we wholesale, and I won't talk about what we're charging our clients, only because I'm in Colorado. Colorado has a medium, if you will. It has what our economy will support, and a locksmith in a small town, in an economy not as strong as Boulder County, Colorado, may be charging much less than what we charge to conduct business. And I know that we are charging much less than a locksmith that's in downtown Denver charges, or New York City or Los Angeles will charge, just to be able to stay in business, to meet all their commitments. So that's, I'm not going to go into pricing, and I'm not going to go into what we buy through our wholesalers. I will say that I keep 3 wholesalers. I keep buying from 3 different wholesalers because they compete among themselves just like we do, and I am, quick to say it's not a matter of being loyal to any one of my wholesalers, because they really aren't loyal to me. It is if one of my wholesalers is selling a lock that's the same brand as another one for $10 less, I'm going to go with the $10 less. It's my bottom line, and that's not disloyal. That is good business. That's just shopping your wholesalers, because you're in business to make a profit. And I will say that about how I buy, particularly for big jobs. I will shop big jobs because and for the same equipment, why would you go out and spend $1,000 more than you should to get the same stuff? And then it just bothers me for some salesman to think that, oh, you insult me by going someplace else. My first response is, match them. Match the money. It's not, oh, gee, I'm so disloyal. It's just a silly guilt sales trip that they're trying to lay on you. Believe me, in business, as we go through, I will tell you how many calls that are sales calls through the day. I mean, today, it's I think it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Colorado, August 22nd, 2018. And today I know I've already received 2 sales calls. And yeah, because I'm a locksmith, so I answer my own phone. That's important. And then in the evening, I subcontracted out to Aaron's Lock and Key, because hey, it's hard for me to roll out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning anymore to open somebody's car or house. Hey, and there's some insight in how I conduct this business. All right, and we'll cut it off here. I am going to talk a little more. No, okay, and I think this is going to do it for this reintroduction to a small business vlog. And just know in the future there are guidelines that we'll be following for each video. And hey, what we're doing isn't off limits. Where we're at isn't off limits. I'm not going to talk about pricing, and unless I have, consent from my customer, then I won't be talking about who my customers are, because that can be very private as a locksmith. All right, thank you, and if you're watching this, I'm open. You can email me. In fact, you could call me if you want. I'm open to that. I will tell you that there are certain times that you can call me and talk to me, and there are certain times when I'm going to seem a little quick, and it's only, or I'm going to seem like I want to get you off the phone. That's only because I want to get you off the phone. There's probably some paying work that I have to do. However, the email me whatever you want to email me, and I'll take the time to read it.